This is where we build a culture that creates gentlemen. And we do this for our Black sisters throughout our Black nation. We are trying to make the situation better. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to relationship. And the reason why this topic came up, I was in the back chat talking to the lady Knight, and we noticed that a lot of brothers have a problem with entering relationships with Black women. Now, there's a lot of reasons why this is. Some of them don't have any real teaching on how to deal with a woman. They don't understand the nature of women. And they're also listening to a lot of poisonous rhetoric from men who are anti female, such as, well, you know who they are. We don't want to mention them here on Gen Culture and give them any kind of press. So tonight we're going to try to see if we can help some of these brothers out. We're going to provide some information on how to deal with certain things with the woman and how to correct certain things in your relationship. Now, we don't fancy ourselves as dating coaches. We're all about being the gentleman here, and we preach and teach gent culture. But that doesn't mean that some of the information that you acquire here won't help you improve your status with the ladies. Okay, so you might want to listen and take notes. And so, here to help me kick it off with the first installment of How to Relationship is the very own E Nation, Queen of the E Nation, Lady Dame. She is going to come in and ask me some questions. And I'm going to play the gentleman role and answer these questions to give you brothers some insight on how to deal with certain things in a relationship. So without further ado, let's bring in the Lady Knight. Dame, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, all right. How's your relationship? You ready to get it going?
Yes, I am.
All right, fire off that first question.
All right. All right. First of all, do you believe black women have an attitude?
Absolutely. Black women do have attitudes, but so do white women, so do Asian women, so do Indian women, so do African women, so do all females. Female cats have an attitude. Female dogs have an attitude. Female foxes, all females have attitudes. So I don't understand what's this isolation with the black woman. Why are we isolating the black woman? An attitude is as natural to a woman as breathing is to everyone. An attitude is part of a woman's personality. If you understand the nature of women, then you understand that they come with attitude or tude, if you will. They come with attitude. Now, how you deal with these, and they have many different attitudes. They have a variety of different attitudes that can rival Baskin Robbins. Matter of fact, they put Baskin Robbins to shame. Okay, so there's a lot of attitudes, but a lot of those attitudes have nothing to do with you as a male. But many of you do not understand the nature of women, so you interject yourself into a situation where you don't belong. See, we have to let women be women. Sometimes they're just being girly and they catch their little attitudes. It has nothing to do with you. It's just women being girls. Now, the attitude that you need to concern yourself with is the one that's directly pointed at you. That is the one that you need to deal with because that one can be problematic. But as far as black women have an attitude, sure, they have attitudes. So what? All women have attitudes. You can't, I don't know a woman on this earth that doesn't have an attitude. If she does, if you find a woman on this earth with no attitude, it's probably a mannequin. Dame, next question.
All right. All right. Are men supposed to endure a woman's attitude?
Are they supposed to endure a woman's attitude? Well, yeah, because as a man, you have to maintain a certain amount of self control, a certain amount of integrity. You have to maintain a certain type of behavior, especially in public. So when you understand the nature of women and understand that they're going to be women. They're going to have attitudes. A woman can catch an attitude just opening the door. Okay, that's how quick they can catch attitudes. But it doesn't mean anything. It has something to do with you. Okay, women, they get into their emotions. Sometimes their emotions kick their butt, and they catch attitudes. They suck their teeth. They roll their neck. They move their finger around. That's just a woman being a woman. That has nothing to do with anyone else. Has nothing to do with you. Mind your own business. Let her be a woman. You don't let that bother you. You don't let that get you all riled up. It's just a woman being a woman. A lot of times their attitudes are cute. I think some of them are funny, you know, especially like I mentioned the door. I saw a woman one time try to snatch a door open because she was in a hurry. And she tried to snatch the door open, but the door was a little heavier than she thought. And they had one of those heavy wedges at the bottom to make the door open up slow. And she pulled on the door and it opened up real slow. She caught an attitude about that. Hey, it happens. All right. I mean, if they are thirsty and they got a bottle of water and they're really thirsty and the bottle of water is hard to open up, they're gonna catch an attitude about that. It ain't got nothing to do with you. That's just women being women. Don't penalize women for being who they are. The attitude comes with the territory. Now, again, I'll mention the only attitude you need to concern yourself with is the one that's directed towards you. And trust me, you'll know if it's directed towards you because they do not, they do not have a problem directing the attitude towards you when it needs to be directed towards you. Now, that's the one you need to deal with. That's the one that's a little serious, and you need to talk that situation out so you can calm that type of attitude down. All right. So, yeah, because a woman has an attitude doesn't mean that you're supposed to come all out of character as a gentleman. There's plenty of times women, I've talked to women and they caught attitudes and they raised their voice. I didn't raise mine. I maintained being a gentleman. And then their attitude goes away. It's just a thing that they do. It's nothing, they don't mean anything by it. It's just them being them. When you understand the nature of women, then you understand how to deal with these types of mood swings and attitudes easily. So, yes, a man is supposed to maintain his composure, his integrity at all times. I don't see it as enduring. I see it as you being a gentleman. I see it as you being a man and behaving proper or doing things the right way. I just let the women be women. Next question, Dane.
All right. Okay. All right. So, could you give an example how to handle when there's a more serious attitude and she's aimed towards the guy that he got to deal with?
Okay, such as, for example, when you're talking to some women about a situation, right, that may involve maybe some children or may involve a car payment or something a little bit more serious, right? If you're dragging your feet, because women are very, women get spooked easily. They don't like problems. They don't want to lose their car. They don't want to have to go pick up and move the kids somewhere. They don't want to do all this stuff. So when they're coming at you about something that needs your urgency and you're nonchalant about it, that's when the attitude is going to be directed towards you. They're going to say things like, okay, we're about to get kicked out on the street and you don't care. Or, we can't pick our children up because the car isn't fixed. You don't care or something like that. That's when it's directed towards you. That's when it's a little bit more serious. And the way you should handle that is that you should reassure her that these things are going to get taken care of. This is where your leadership comes in. This is where your strength comes in. Baby, relax. I'll take care of it. We're going to make sure that the kids get where they got to go. We're going to make sure that the rent is paid or the mortgage is paid and we won't be out on the street. Trust me, I got this. So reassure them. to calm that attitude down. Now, one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to meet her feminine energy with feminine energy of your own. As a man, you have no business meeting a woman's feminine energy with feminine energy. You don't want to do that because you're not going to win there because they have their emotions come from like an endless well. They can continue to turn up to a height that you can't reach. So that's what you don't want to do. And then that's a sign of weakness anyway. Why are you being feminine with a feminine woman? You're supposed to be manly and you're supposed to exercise self control. Some guys get upset because women raise their voice. Yes, they raise their voice because they get emotional. A lot of times when they get emotional, their voice elevates. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to get spooked or you're supposed to run for the hills or go duck under the bed somewhere. No, when a woman is getting emotional, recognize that this is a part of her nature and her voice is going to get elevated and she's probably going to get animated, swinging her hips and all, doing the chicken neck thing. All right, that's fine. That's perfectly normal. What you do is you maintain your composure, you maintain your self control, and maintain the tone of your voice. You don't need to raise or elevate your voice because she's raising and elevating hers. Let her do her thing. You do your thing. You do the man thing. You remain calm, cool, and collected, and you keep an even keel tone. And she will calm down. Okay? Women are emotional. You know, they get irate for a second and they're hollering and screaming. Next thing you know, they're in your arms crying. And you're holding them, and then you're, saying to them in their ear, "Baby, it's okay. I got everything." They just get like that sometimes. Nothing for you to be alarmed about. Again, if you understand the nature of women, you don't have a problem dealing with this. Real men don't have a problem dealing with this. They don't take that like if a woman gets emotional about something, they don't take it as they're being disrespected. Now, there's a difference between a woman getting emotional and raising her voice and a woman cursing and screaming at you. That's a completely different animal. All right. Now, if that's happening, there's something else wrong. Because if a woman respects you and loves you, right, she wouldn't talk to you that way, even when she gets upset. She may raise her voice and call your name, like Dennis, why is this going? But she's not going to bless you out like that. Like she has absolutely no respect for you. If that's happening, man, your relationship is either over and you didn't know it, or it's about to be over. If you got a woman that's screaming on you like that has no respect for you and calling you out your name or whatever, that woman is no longer your woman. And you need to get up out of there. One of y'all have to leave. And since you're the man, you take the high road and you leave. Okay? You don't stay in a situation where a woman doesn't respect you. If she doesn't respect you, then she does not love you. You don't stay around people that don't respect or love you. That's stupid. All right? Because they ain't got nothing for you but misery. So if that happens, then you've lost that woman. That woman is no longer your woman, and you need to recognize that and you need to step. But as far as women raising their voices, that's nothing. Again, brothers, understand that this is in the woman's nature. This is all a part of their emotional makeup, elevating their voice, being animated, finger waving, head movement, hip gyrating. Sometimes they even put on a performance. Okay? This is a part of their emotional personality because they're women. Let them be women. Don't freak out because a woman is being a woman. Okay? Next question.
All right. Well, all right. So, okay. So, what do you tell the guys that's saying, why just I gotta be control myself? Why can't she control herself?
Because you are the leader, okay? You set the example. You are the one that lays down the law. So everyone else is following you. The woman is following you. In order for her to see how to handle things properly or to see how to handle situations like that, you have to show her how to handle these situations by remaining calm and showing strength. Trust me, later on, she will respect you for that. She will respect you for not engaging her emotions and raising them higher. Because understand, when they get like that, it also hurts them. Their blood pressure go up. They get body aches, and God forbid if they're going through their cycle. It's not a good thing. So when you remain calm, they feed off of your calm energy. All right, and it helps them calm down. So you have to remain strong. You're the leader. You're the man. You're the one that's walking around here with all this strength and all this power. Use it. You understand what I'm saying? Use it. And let them feed off of you. Let them feed off of your calm demeanor, your calm spirit, and your calm energy. Okay?
Okay, so what about the guy that said, okay, I have a temper. I don't think I can take her having an attitude with me or coming at me, with an attitude.
Okay, if you're that type of guy that has a temper and you can't control yourself and you're saying that you can't take a woman coming at you, then let me break the news to you. Then you're unfit to be in a relationship with a woman and you need to seek therapy and get your mind right, get your emotions right. For one, if you're like that, then your emotions is all out of whack and your mind is unstable and you're not fit to be in a relationship. Matter of fact, you will be a danger to a woman in a relationship. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to seek help, and you don't get in a relationship with no woman. Don't go bringing misery to an innocent woman's life. Go and get yourself fixed. Go get your mind cleared out. Go get your emotions stable so that you can be a fit man for a woman. You're walking around here talking about, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't deal with it. I'm too angry, and then you're not fit to be a man. You're not fit to be a woman's husband. You're not fit to be a woman's fiance or boyfriend. You're not fit. You're unfit. So do them a favor and do yourself a favor, and go get the help you need to get your mind right and your emotions right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, all right. So, so a man going in a relationship with any woman, not just a black woman, he's going to have to deal with attitude.
Absolutely.
And there's no such thing as a woman with no attitude.
Unless she's a mannequin.
A sex bot, huh?
Yep, sex bot, sex robot, blow up doll.
Okay. Let's see.
I seen the black dude with a white blow up doll. He's swirling with a blow up doll. Like, damn, dude, you could at least got a black. We swirling with a blow up doll. All right.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. So when a woman's coming is having attitude with him, and she's not really going after him, she's just having attitude for whatever thing that's going on in her life. He's supposed to just ignore it, let it roll off his back.
Yeah, just talk calmly.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk calmly. You don't got to get all irate. Don't react to women like that. You're supposed to be stronger than that. Women are reactionary. That's a feminine attribute. Men aren't reactionary. Don't when she comes rolling her neck and all of that, don't react to that. Remain calm, stay cool. Hey baby, what's going on? Da 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 da. Okay. Da 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 da. All right, I'll take care of it. Just be calm. Let them do their role next thing. That's a woman thing. And sometimes they're going through their cycles and stuff like that, so they can be a little edgy. They don't mean nothing by it. They're probably going through some cramps. They're a little jittery. All right, but don't react to that. Don't get all caught up in that. Don't be feminine like them. All right, you maintain the stance of strength because that helps them. Trust me, it helps them. They feed off of that. They love a strong man because then they can fall into your arms. They can get all emotional and go through their little tirades and then fall into your arms later. They love that. They love their big, strong men. Okay, don't disappoint them by being weak and exhibiting feminine attributes like being reactionary.
Okay. One other thing I want to put. Don't ask her if she's on her cycle. Don't care if she is. Don't ask her that. You're just gonna irritate the heck out of her. Okay. So if the woman is angry and she's yelling and she might smack him on the arm or shove at him, how he deals with that? Is that still considered an attitude?
Yes. If your woman, if she's upset or whatever, and she smacks you on the arm or pushes you a little bit because she's upset about something, okay. Are you hurt or something? I mean, I don't get it. Now, there's a difference between doing that and a woman going upside your head. Now, that I don't recommend any woman do. Don't try to go upside a man's head. Okay, because now when you do that, then remember I said to you, men are combat built. They're conflict built. So going upside their head, they're going to see that a little differently. So that's not something that you want to do. All right. But if she pushes you on the arm or slaps you on the arm while she's upset, so what? Talk to her. Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? Let her get it out. Then you grab her by the ears, pull her close to you, say, baby, I'll take care of it. Give her a kiss. Shock her. Give her a kiss. Okay, because she's a little irate about something. Reassure. Women need reassurance. Okay? And when women ask you to do something, try to do it. A lot of us put it off or whatever. They're asking us to do it for a reason. Some of us don't pay them no mind. Try to do some of the things. All right? Don't just ignore everything. She's going to get upset about that. If she tells you that the closet door, one of the hinges are off, and the closet door is like a hair from falling down, don't tell her you're going to fix it, and then it stays like that until Christmas. Okay? Fix the door because let me tell you some of the most important doors in the house. One of the most important doors in the house is a woman's closet door. They use that door a lot. Okay? If that door's off the hinges, you might want to get that fixed because they use their closet a lot. Okay, that's one of the most important doors in the house, other than the doors that come in and out of the house, the bathroom door, stuff like that. That closet door, where they got sliding doors or whatever, that door go down, you want to get that fixed because that's their Macy's inside there. That's their department store. That's their garment shop. Some women got chairs in their closets. Okay? And they got their closets immaculate, all laid out. They got this style of clothes over here, this style. They spend time in those closets. That's their Macy's. That's their garment section. You understand what I'm saying? They spend time in those closets. So you want to make sure that closet is working at all times. You want to make sure the doors work. If it's on some rollers and it's squeaking, make sure you oil them bad boys so you don't squeak. All right. so that she can open up them doors easily and go in there and do her thing. Trust me, if that door is broken and she can't get into that area, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay. All right. So for the dude that he finds that when she's hitting on him, shoving him, that after a while he can't take it. She's starting to make him mad. What should he do?
Well, for one, you got to know how to calm that down.
Hmm.
I always tell women, I always tell dudes, deal with women with love. Try love first. Hey, baby, why you hitting on me? Play the victim. Act like she's hurting you. Make her feel guilty. Okay? And baby, that hurt. You almost tore my arm out the socket. Make her laugh. You know what I'm saying? Try using love first. And baby, you almost broke my shoulder. I'm like, ain't nobody broke your shoulder, boy. And you hitting pretty hard, huh? You know? And then sneak your hand around her hip or something like that. She'd be like, stop. Start calming her down. Start making her feel different. Start changing her mood to uh, more of a playful mood or more of a loving mood. And then talk to her. Find out what's going on. Okay. And if she's like, well, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, and then address it. Okay, I'll take care of this. We need me to do this. Okay, I'll take care of this right now. This, and that, this, and that, right? Take care of it. All right? And it's okay to listen. Give your woman gifts every now and then. All right? Pop up out of nowhere with a gift. I don't care what it is. Women love gifts. Always try to appeal to that little girl inside, right? Whether you're giving them candy or whatever, because what that does is that put credibility in the bank. And that also helps with a lot of those mood swings. All right. So if she's coming at you with all these with this attitude, it kind of gets dissipated if you got a lot of credit in the bank. All right. I'm not saying you bribing her or anything like that, but take care of your woman. Do things for her. It'll go a long way. She'll trust you more. She'll listen to you more. She won't get up as upset. See, sometimes you got to be active in your woman's life, just like you're active in your children's life, but you got to be active in your woman's life too. You don't just get with her and then, okay, you just observe her like a stick figure. No, you got to be active in her life. You got to do things with her. You got to take her places. All right. You got to, get her things. All right. And so when you get to this type of situation, then you won't have a lot of this stuff because she'll have a different mindset. Now, all women don't react the same. Some women are calmer than others. All right. But they all have attitudes. Even the most calmest woman has an attitude.
Hmm.
And if you can't take your woman, you know, being a little emotional, then you don't need to be with a woman. Go find you a blow up doll or sex robot because you don't need to be with a woman. If you can't take a woman's natural nature of being emotional, then you don't need to be with a woman. Now, granted, some women's emotions are extremely rough. You got to find a woman for you. Some of them emotions are turned up, and it may be a little overwhelming for you. Okay, if that's not your cup of tea, keep it moving. Find a woman that you fit with. All right, maybe that's not the woman for you. All right, so go ahead, Dave.
Okay, well, I actually starting to run out of questions. I think you had already covered the ones I hadn't said. Okay, okay, all right. Okay. One final one, and this is the one they a lot of them seem to be talking about when they said a woman have an attitude. Okay, dealing with a woman who's cursing you out and getting in your face. I mean, she's coming up towards you, a
Well,
little
if
aggressively.
If a woman, this is an easy one. If a woman is challenging you, right, then she's unfit to be your woman. If she's challenging you, she don't have any respect for you. It's time to move on. That's an easy fix. Drop that relationship and go to another one. You do not want to get in a relationship with an emotional woman that has no respect for you, no respect for your manhood, and is constantly putting a finger in your face and challenging you. Trying to push you to do something to her. That's not your woman. That's not a woman that's fit to be your woman. And you need to recognize that immediately and get out of that situation. So, Dane, let's also talk about the so-called angry black woman.
Okay.
As a gentleman, I've ran across all kinds of so-called angry black women. And Dame, I've told you that I've ran across black women that looked angry and turned out to help me. Right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know about angry black woman, but all women get angry. I don't understand why the black woman is isolated. I don't get that. Why is the black woman angry and the other women aren't? They say that as if other women don't get angry. And now this is not something I'm going to talk about here because this is gent culture. But I'll say something small about it. Like, if you've gone through what the black woman is continuing to go through, you would probably be a little angry too. But this excuse to disrespect our women and be terrible towards our women is unacceptable. Our women aren't any more angry than any other women. All women get angry, just like all women have attitudes. All women get angry too. What about the angry white woman? What about the angry Asian woman? What about the angry Hindu woman? What about hell? The Hindu women are crazy. They'll kill you real quick. Because nobody ain't talking about them. What about the angry Muslim woman? What about the angry African woman? There's angry women all over this planet. It ain't just a black woman. So, how the relationship? We covered a variety of things that can help you out on how to deal with the so-called attitude. You shouldn't have a problem dealing with a woman's attitude once you understand the nature of women. And that an attitude is a part of their emotional makeup. It's a part of them. It's just like breathing is to everyone. An attitude is just a part of their emotional makeup. Now, they don't always catch attitudes. Sometimes they take a break and they won't catch an attitude for the day. But sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll have a day where they'll catch an attitude all day. It depends. I'm not here to debate whether women don't catch attitudes or not. That's something that you will have to talk to Dame about because she's a woman. But I do know all women have attitudes, and it's not just the black woman. So we need to back up off of that and stop making excuses for not being gentlemen and not being able to handle and deal with the women that are in our lives. As a man, you should be able to deal with a woman easily if you understand her nature. And don't penalize women for being women. Stop doing that. Listen to these guys who are telling you all these crazy things about women. They got you penalizing women for being women. They don't care about the nature of women because they don't like women. But you don't want to penalize a woman for being a woman. So, Dane, any more questions?
Yeah. Well,
Go
well,
for
just
it. I'm game.
like the attitude, a black woman have attitude. If she's angry for a reason. And just like some attitudes are not about you, it could be something she's dealing with. the anger could be that too. It's just that she's in that moment and it's coming out in her voice or her response. But as long as you don't jump froggy at her, she will calm down and she'll probably apologize. Or
Well,
if
that's
she's
what I
so,
just said.
oh yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's what I was saying about not meeting her feminine energy with feminine energy.
hmm
You're supposed to be calm, cool, and collected and maintain your focus and your strength so she can feed off of your calmness. Okay? If you're getting all irate, she can't feed off of that. That's just going to make it worse. You're supposed to be different from her, not the same as her. Go ahead.
yeah. And as for the work related attitude, if she's focusing on something else, like maybe she's on a call doing business and she holds a hand up for you to wait a moment, she's not catching attitude. That means she can only focus at one thing at a time. Let her finish up what she's doing and she'll get back to you. But if you start catching attitude because she raised a hand or she got curt with you when she said, hold on a moment, you know, that means she's stressed and she's trying to focus on that. Yeah, sometimes if we get a little too focused on something else, it'll seem like attitude towards the other person that's kind of trying to pull her away when she needs that focus over there for a brief moment.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm,
So, maintaining the attitude of a gentleman can help you have better relations with women.
mm-hmm,
But again, you have to learn and understand the nature of women. Start reading these Mac books. These Mac books don't do anything but teach you how to womanize women. They teach you how to abuse women. As a matter of fact, if you're not careful, I've said this before, these pimp books, these Mac books, they'll turn you into a homosexual. You'll end up hating women and start loving men. If you don't want that to happen, you need to keep your nose out of those Mac books. Learn the nature of women. Understand that they have issues. They have personality. They have things that come along with them, just like we have things that come along with us. And once you get a good understanding of that, then you won't have a problem with a woman just being a woman.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And once you learn that, it'll take you into women who are not your women. If you don't um, let women that you run across in regular everyday life get to you and stuff like that, you'll find
Well,
that. Mhm,
well. If you're maintaining the behavior of a gentleman, it
mhm,
doesn't matter where you're at. Women can see well-behaved men,
mhm,
no matter
mhm,
where you are, and women feel safe around well-behaved men. This is why you definitely want to understand what it takes to be a gentleman and maintain being a gentleman at all times. This will get you famous amongst women because women pass information on. If they've been around you for 5 or 10 minutes and had a nice conversation, and you were well mannered and you were courteous and you were respectful, they tell other women. Before you know it, you a star and you don't even realize it. They
mhm,
tell her, "Hey, I met this great guy today. He was nice. The perfect gentleman. I felt really safe around him. You know, we had a great conversation. Women talk.
mhm,
So you definitely want to maintain your classy behavior as a gentleman at all times.
mhm,
First, you have to learn how to become gentlemen. You got to be chivalrous. You have to be respectful, and you have to be strong. Being a gentleman is not for the weak. A weak man can't be a gentleman. You have to be strong. Everything that I talk about, brothers, and I directed towards you, strength is the basis of it. Men are supposed to be strong. And that's what I want you brothers to be when we fire up Gen Culture and we talk about our behavior and learning how to be gentlemen and creating a culture of gentlemen. Strength is the foundation of everything. Men aren't supposed to be weak. We are supposed to be the strength, the calming influence that women can rely on to protect them and nurture them. Our strength nurtures them.
Hmm. Yeah. And also, attitude doesn't really last long. Um, Max, if you, if you don't mind, could you give an example of where a woman's attitude didn't last long, and
Okay.
why, and how you maintain your gentlemaness in the face of it?
An example would be, say, um, okay, say you're out to dinner, okay,
Mhm.
and you're sitting at the table and you're ordering, okay, so you're having a conversation, all right, and you were supposed to bring something because she had some things to put in her bag but couldn't fit everything in the bag. Okay, say her cell phone, right? And she wanted you to hold her cell phone for her. Okay, so you're at dinner with her, talking everything and stuff like that. And then she needs to make a phone call to a friend or something. He said, "Honey, where's the cell phone?" And you said, "Oh, I forgot it." "Oh, you forgot my cell phone?" "Yeah, baby, we was rushing out the house and I must have left it on the counter. As a matter of fact, I did leave it on the counter." Now she may catch a brief attitude about that, right?
Mhm.
But one of the things to now, if you don't have your cell phone, the attitude may last a little longer. Okay, but once y'all get out of the restaurant and get to talking and on the way home or whatever, and you're changing the conversation, by the time you get home, the attitude is gone. But there will be an attitude because she needed to make a phone call and you didn't bring your phone. Okay, and that's something that you can turn into your favor. You know, you can make jokes on the way home. "Yeah, baby, this is the real deal." She was like, "What are you talking about? This is when, this is the way black people used to be back in the day. We didn't have any phones. We would just talk to each other face to face." You got to be clever about situations. Sometimes things that are important to women aren't important to us, and vice versa. So you have to understand that. Okay, and so leaving something behind, or that she leaving something behind that she was hoping that you would have, can sometimes bring about an attitude. Sometimes, not all the time, or forgetting to pick something up for her on the way home that she desperately was waiting for. She might be a little disappointed. She might have a little small attitude, but it won't last because once she realized that, okay, it was a mistake or whatever, that attitude's going away. But they're going to catch an attitude most of the time, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. Now, here's another thing, too. You can't keep repeating the same thing, though. Like, if she asks you to pick something up for her and you keep forgetting, then that may take on a different attitude. The attitude may stay around for a while. And you'll know it's still around because if you get into an argument, she's going to throw it in your face. We're going to talk about that probably on the next Gen Culture. What to do if your woman is constantly throwing things in your face. You know, that's another
Mhm.
thing I want to help you guys with as we continue our series, How to Relationship. Okay, but there are sometimes when you play with her, okay, you play a little bit too much. She can catch a little attitude, but it won't last.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's all kinds of attitudes that are temporary. What you don't want is that you don't want the attitude that you know is for you, because your name will be called. That's when you know it's for you. That's the one you want to deal with, because that's the one that's problematic. That's the one that can spiral into something pretty nasty. But the other ones, I wouldn't worry about too much because they don't last. Okay, and a little laughter, you know. Brothers, make your woman laugh. Tell her some jokes, tickle her. Some of you don't even. Some of you have never even heard your woman laugh. Some of you have never even made your woman laugh. Make her laugh. Even if you have to tickle her sometime, make her laugh. You want to hear that laughter, okay? Because it changes their mindset. It makes them joyful. It makes them happy. It makes them cuddly. It makes them feel like a little girl, especially when you tickle them and stuff like that. They like feeling like that sometimes. Do some of these things to bring about harmony in your relationship. Don't be a guy that doesn't care about his relationship by not caring about the woman that he's with. Don't be in a situation where you want everything done for you and to you, but you're not willing to do anything for her. I was just telling Dane, I was listening to a guy. You know what? Now I know where he got that from, Dane. He got that from an old school play.
Oh.
I forgot what it was called. But I was telling Dame, I heard a guy yell because he was arguing with another guy over a woman. He said that he was willing to stand in the cold, buck naked, to keep that woman warm. What are you willing to do? Now that sounds a little, for some men, they say that would sound a little simpish. But when Dame heard it, she thought it was flattering. See, women hear something different. So don't worry about what men are saying. Only be concerned with what your woman is saying, because that's the one that you're with. You're not dealing with these other men unless you're gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So only care about what your woman thinks, because that's the one that you're with. And when that relationship, you want to be the happiest relationship as possible, and you definitely want to create a salubrious environment for the woman that you're with. Make it happy. Make it an environment to where when she's at work, she can't wait to get home. She can't wait to get home to see you. She can't wait to get home to that salubrious environment. Mm-hmm. Because you created a haven for her. When you have a happy woman, I'm telling you right now, she will make you the happiest man on this earth. They will break you off something proper if you make them happy, if you treat them right. They got a lot of love, man, and they will throw it on you if you treat them right. You'll be floating around here on cloud 9. Mm-hmm. And again, don't listen to guys. You're not in a relationship with guys. Don't let some guy tell you, "Oh, well, you're a simp because you opened the door for your woman," or "You a simp because you tipped your hat to your lady," or "You took your hat off when the lady was present," or "You pushed her, you pulled her seat out for her, right, and help her get seated." Okay, that was quite loud.
Apologies.
And right, and so don't care about the simping. Don't let anybody shame you. Don't let anybody shame you out of treating your woman right. I know that some of you brothers, you get caught up in what these guys are saying. And some of you guys have come in here with this nonsense. All right? You're not in a relationship with other dudes. You're in a relationship with a woman. Care about what she says. Forget about what they're talking about. Many of them don't have any. If a guy is talking to you like the way these guys talk to you, they don't have any women. So what are you listening to them for anyway? You think that if you open a door for a lady, that there's something wrong with that? You think a woman is going to see you as weak because you're being kind to her, because you're being courteous to her, because you happen to care about her? It's not going to think that you're weak. So, don't fall for the simp thing. Do the right things, take care of your woman, be courteous to women, be respectful, and be a gentleman at all times. And I'm telling you, you will win. That's a winning formula. If you start listening to the sissy bims and the manosphere guys, then you will start losing. Those are losers. Gentlemen are winners with women. Bullies and manosphere guys and sissy bims, those are losers. Those are absolute losers. Okay? Dane,
Yes.
do you have an issue with who I call the winner and loser?
No, I don't have an issue with it.
Do you agree?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
In your opinion, are gentlemen winners?
Yes, they are winners. Mm-hmm.
Tell the people why gentlemen are winners.
Okay, gentlemen are the winners because they know how to treat the women. And when they get their woman, they'll be able to keep her.
Hmm.
I ain't saying there's not gonna be no fussing and fight, but their fussing and fight ain't gonna lead to a breakup. It'll
Hmm.
just they'll break up. They'll just make up. You know. And it's about how to treat your woman. A lot of so-called
Hmm.
marriages break up because the man don't know how to treat his woman. He don't know how to be caring, nurturing. He don't understand her attitudes, or he don't understand why she is feeling this way, and he's not asking or trying to find out, or he gives up too easily, or he catch her in a bad time, when she don't feel like talking about it, and then he gives up. Mhm. But
And let
gentlemen
me
never.
ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Should men refrain from being gentlemen because other men call them simps?
Oh, definitely not.
Give us a reason why not.
Okay, because these guys are just trying to prevent you from having a relationship. They are jealous, and they're gonna try to pull you away. And if you're so easy that somebody calling you simp is gonna keep you from being a gentleman to your woman, doing right by your woman, you deserve to lose the woman.
Now, the next question is
Mm-hmm.
for all you ladies in here.
Mm-hmm.
Even you ladies in the chat, y'all can chime in on this, okay? When a man is a gentleman, do women perceive that as weakness? Do women believe that a gentleman is weak?
Mm,
Hello?
no, I don't believe women think a gentleman is weak.
A man who practiced chivalry, is he weak?
No.
Why would you think that they would call a man who practiced chivalry and a man who is a gentleman? Why would you say that? I mean, why would they say that a woman perceives that kind of man as weak and he's a pushover?
Okay. Um. I, I I'm trying to think of how that would have come about. Only thing
I
I can
think
think of, he's Okay.
Okay. Let me put it this way. Matter of
Uh-huh.
fact, I'll say that for the next gen culture. The next gen culture we're going to do in the next series of how the relationship is going to be things that make you weak in a woman's eye. We're going to talk about how to not be weak because women don't like weak men. They don't connect to weak men. Okay, and so we're going to go over the many things that will make a woman perceive you as a weak man. All right, and either challenge you or make things miserable for you to run you away or do all kinds of crazy things. So that's the next installment for how the relationship. We're going to identify the things that will make a woman perceive you as weak. And that's very important. Okay. So I remember I told you a man's nature, his essential nature is strength. And it works hand in hand with a woman's emotions. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're weak and you're meeting her emotions with emotions, it's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
big, big problem. Okay. So let's get back to the question.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Nika's in the chat. She's like, okay, those men can't even speak for real men. So how are they gonna speak for women? And then her next thing she said is, GF, weak does not equal a good guy.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I understand that last one. All right, but yeah, so okay, so ladies, so y'all in agreement that if a man is practicing chivalry, so matter of fact, how do y'all feel if a man is practicing chivalry today? What is it, 2021?
Mm-hmm.
All right, if a man is practicing chivalry, like opening up doors, uh, making sure you get into the car, opening the car door, pulling your seat out for you, carrying certain things, your groceries, um, just overall being courteous and kind and caring to you as a woman, just practicing chivalry. Is that something that flies today? Is that something that women will respond to today, or is chivalry truly dead?
Hmm.
And all you women can answer that.
I think most women respond, but the way certain things are now, they be a little apprehensive, because usually uh what they've been dealing with is chivalry that comes with a price tag, you know,
Hmm.
and but for the most part, yes, they appreciate it. You remember better to the woman. You're just not just a faceless guy. You're a guy that helped her load up her groceries, or helped her in the car, or walked her to make sure she got safely to wherever she got to go. But she might be a little leery because, as I said, some of us have been dealing with chivalry with a price tag. You know.
That's a unique twist. I've never heard that before. Chivalry with a price tag.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Never heard that. So basically, a guy is trying to sell chivalry. So
He's
he's saying
doing it
if
with an expectation behind it.
so
See,
he's saying
chivalry.
if
Oh, okay, go ahead.
so he's saying if he's going to open the doors for you and stuff like that, he wants something out of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like back in the day when guys used to believe that if you took a woman out and you brought her steak or lobster, that you was going to get some nook nook because you bought a lobster. Because at the time, lobster was supposed to be a big deal back then. With Red Lobster coming out and all, it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be a very high-powered dinner. And if you took a woman out and brought her some lobster, then the guy would expect to, get some skins afterwards,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I look back on that, we must have been ridiculous. I can't believe people thought like that.
Well,
But, uh huh.
Yeah, I think it's a learned thing. Like Nikki, I mean Nike. Wait a minute, no,
Mm,
I almost sticking to what I think it is. Nikki. Nowadays, it's like foreplay. It costs right on target.
mm.
Uh, yeah, but that means they experienced somebody that treated chivalry like either foreplay
Well,
or with a price tag on it.
well, I look
But
at it this way. I
mhm,
look at it this way, right? Guys got certain unique ways they talk to women. Some of
mhm,
them will open the door just strike a conversation up with you.
mhm,
Okay. Now, I don't know when you say cost. I don't know if they're looking for something more intimate, like if they open the door or see you through a door, they want to have sex with you. I mean that's drastic. But if a guy is very interested in you, yeah, he will probably use chivalry to try to strike a conversation up with you and hope to gain your interest in him.
okay. Well, let's use that as an example. Okay, all
Mm,
right. You open the door to strike up a conversation with a woman, but
uh,
she's not really in the mood to talk. She just want to get through the door and go do her thing.
okay, then
Now,
let her get. Uh,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
then then let her get through the door and just let her go. If it's meant for you to see her again, you'll see her again. And when you see her again, maybe she'll be in a better mood, and maybe you can do something chivalrous for her again to strike up a conversation. If not, just go up to her and say hi, introduce yourself, and try to strike up a conversation that way. But guys, never tell a woman this. If you did something for a woman, don't bring it up. Don't
Mm-hmm.
bring it up unless it's something um like you were at a get together and y'all exchange words or something like that, and then you see her again, say, "Hey, how you doing? Remember me? I was at so and so's party, and we talked briefly. My name is Trevor. Oh, Trevor, yes." That's the only time you do something like that. But if you open the door for a woman or you help a woman with something, maybe she broke a heel, okay, and she took a shoe off, and you helped her to a car or something like that. The next time you see her, don't bring that up. She remembers that, okay? She remembers that. You don't need to bring it up. Leave it alone. Just say, "Hey, how you doing? You know, are you okay?" Now, if she twisted her ankle, it's okay to ask her about the ankle or something like that. But don't say, "Remember me when you broke your heel and twisted your ankle? I was the one that picked you up and helped you to the car so you can get to the hospital." Don't do that. Don't do that. You're making a big mistake if you do that. Just say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, assume that she knows who you are and talk to her like she knows who you are. "Hey, how you doing? How's your ankle? Is your ankle okay?" "Oh yeah, thanks for asking." Women appreciate it when you show genuine concern about their well-being. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a cool thing to do. Okay, especially if they got hurt or something, and you helped them. You ain't got to tell them that you helped them. They already know you helped them. Okay, because if you come off to a woman, "Hey, remember me? I was the guy that was there to do this is that," da, 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 then you sound like a guy that wants a payment. You're looking for payment. And
Mm-hmm.
it'd be messed up if she turn around and give you $5 and walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for payment. She turn around and give you $20 for your troubles. That's insulting. Now you can't talk to the girl because that's what she perceives you as. If you like this woman, right? Don't bring none of that up. That's money in the bank. If she hurt herself, just ask her, "Hey, did you make it to the hospital okay? How was your ankle?" Express genuine concern about her injury. Do not throw yourself in there as the hero. She already know you're a hero. She already know that you helped her. That's money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you guys fuck up because You think that the woman don't know that you did something for her. She knows because she done told her girlfriends already. This nice man, I fell and, I twisted my ankle and I couldn't get up. And this nice man, he was strong. He picked me up, girl, carried me to the car. I was able to get to the hospital. Or he put me in his car and drove me to the hospital, made sure I was all right. Then he left. Trust me, they're telling their girlfriends. All right? Or if they ain't telling their girlfriends, they're telling their mama. They telling another female.
Mm-hmm.
Some female knows what you did. Okay? So trust me, they know you was the hero. You ain't got to, the next time you see it, hey, remember me? I was the one that flew in with my cape and whatnot. And it was so long it almost hit you in the face. And I carried you 9 blocks in my arms, to the hospital. Remember that? Man, don't do that. Just say, hey, how you doing? I was thinking about you. How's that ankle? I see you got it wrapped up. You okay? Like, yeah, I'm doing okay. Are you back to work so soon? Express genuine care, but don't overdo it either because you don't know it yet. So don't pour it on.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it a little bit and say, okay, well, I'm glad that you're okay. All right. And I have to go to work now. Make sure you throw out you got to go to work. Remember we talked about a man should have a job?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you throw that out there. All right? And play it cool. Don't have some patience. Let it cultivate. Let those things get into her mind. And the third time you see her, that's when you start to make your move. Hey, how you doing? We got to stop meeting like this. How's everything? You feeling much better now? Okay, great, great, great. You know what? Are you busy this evening? Are you busy tomorrow? I would love to take you out for a drink or, some coffee or something like that. That's when you make your move. Don't be afraid to make your move. You already had 2 encounters with her. Okay? You maintained it. Okay? Now you pop the question to try to get closer. All right? Make your move. The third time you see her, make your move and see where it leads. If she says, well, I can't go out on Thursday, don't push the issue. Remember, you want to be strong, right? Some women like to make you wait. And sometimes because they said no, don't mean they really mean no. But don't push the issue. She may say, well, she's not available on Thursday. She's got some things to do. Because women right now, when women start telling you their personal business, they're interested in you. Because they wouldn't be telling you their personal business if they weren't interested in you. She starts saying, well, I can't do it on Thursday. I got to go pick up my auntie from the mall, and we're going down to make sure that my little niece, she's in a play. She's telling you her personal business. She's interested in you. She's not going to tell you that she's not interested in you. So you have to recognize that. Be like, oh, okay, great, right? And get into the conversation. Oh, okay, yeah, oh, yeah, my aunt, she likes to do that too. She loves to go see the kids at the plays or whatever. Now you got a conversation going. Now you're starting to relate to her, okay? And then after that, you're like, okay, well, enjoy the recital with the kids, stuff like that. Hopefully we'll meet again. You walk away. Sometimes she'll stop you. Well, I'm not available on Thursday, but what about Friday? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how these things work themselves out. All right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, some of them guys would use patiently taking on the third day. They try to the third
Hold
meeting.
on. Let me address something. Well,
Uh-huh.
when a woman is treating you bad, if you're a gentleman and a woman is treating you badly, right, then you leave that woman alone. It's obvious that there's something wrong. She's going through a situation. She may have had a bad experience, or she may be going through a bad experience and don't want to be bothered, it probably has something to do with you. But leave her alone. Guys, learn how to leave women alone. Okay? Do not push the issue. You make things worse when you push the issue. Show them that you're strong enough to be patient and that you're willing to give them time to deal with themselves. Trust me, they'll appreciate you for that. Sometimes they need to be left alone. Sometimes they need their own space, to deal with their own emotions. And let me explain something to you. Women are very, very caring. If they barked at you for the wrong reason and stuff like that, trust me, they'll come and make amends later on. But if you push the issue, then you're going to create a new problem. Don't push the issue. If she's upset, she doesn't want to be bothered. Okay, leave her alone. Let her be by herself. Let her deal with her emotions. If you'll probably see her again. See, brothers, patience is the name of the game. Don't be hard up. Don't go running around with your tongue hanging out. Okay? If you like this beautiful woman and for some reason it doesn't work out, there are more beautiful women out there. Okay, it didn't work out with this beautiful woman. It may work out with the next beautiful woman. Exercise self-control. Don't be weak. If she's not interested, keep it moving. She's not interested. Do not push the issue. Now, some women will send signs that they are interested, but they're not interested at this very moment. And you'll know, they'll throw little subtle hints at you for you to pick up. All right? That they're not interested right now. Come back at a later date. And if they're sending you signs that they're not interested at that particular point in time, that means that where you saw them at, they frequent that area. So she's saying, basically giving you a sign, come back at another time. She either works there or she comes there a lot. And so you'll have an opportunity to see her again. You understand? So just be patient. Always exercise strength. Be patient. Always take the high road. Be manly about your presence. Mm-hmm. All right? Men are patient. Men are strong. Men are not dogs. Don't go running with your tongue hanging out and stuff like that. Be courteous and be respectful. All right? And that will get you a long way with women. You will, trust me, you will start to win with women. And if you don't get with that particular woman, see, other women watch them. You'd be surprised when you're treating a woman right and you got the right behavior. You'd be surprised how many women are watching you. Be surprised, especially if there's other women in the vicinity. Trust me, they're watching. They're watching how you treat that woman. They're listening, they're eavesdropping to see what you're saying. So if things don't work out with her and you come back there to that particular place and you're doing something else, one of them may approach you. Or you may be able to approach someone else that was there that you didn't think was there. Okay? And you don't build up credibility with them just by you being a gentleman and treating that woman with some kindness and decency. See what I'm saying? This is how you win with women. You see, when you're in a public area and there's a bunch of women around, you definitely, okay, what is that?
Phone.
When you and fellas, when you in a public area and there's a bunch of women around, you definitely want to be a gentleman, and you definitely want to make sure your behavior and your strength and patience is on display because other women are watching. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself to women. So if it doesn't work out with that one woman that you're being kind with, there's a whole bunch of other women watching. One of them or more than one of them are going to buy what you're selling. You're selling class. You're selling chivalry. You're selling kindness. You're selling respect. You're selling genuine concern. You're selling integrity. Oh man, there are buyers. There are buyers out there. There are women out there who are willing to buy. Hold on one second. Dang, did you hear what I just said?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you in agreement?
Um.
Because look, let me say it again. I just told the brothers, especially if you're in public and there's other women around,
Mhm.
and you're treating a woman with courtesy and respect or whatever, make sure that behavior is on display because you're selling yourself to these other women as well. You're selling kindness. You're selling respect. You're selling genuine concern. You're selling class. You're selling chivalry. You're selling integrity. And there are women who are looking to buy.
Mhm.
Is that right or wrong?
That's right.
Yeah. So, brothers, that's why it's very important to maintain being a gentleman, especially in public when there's other women around. To hell with what dude. Don't listen. Don't listen to no dudes. This ain't about dudes. To hell with what dudes want. You want to win with women. That's the key. Gentlemen win. You heard the ladies in here already tell you that gentlemen, they win. Okay? And so when you're in a public area around women that you want to make sure your behavior is on display because you are selling yourself. So even if things don't work out with the woman that you're being kind to and that you're helping out, other women are interested in buying what you're selling.
Mhm.
Give me your
Yeah.
take on that, Dane.
Yeah. That's true. Yes, that's true. Yeah. There. We're taking it in. Part of his nervousness, observation,
Mm-hmm.
general
Mm-hmm.
observation about us,
Mm-hmm.
and if don't make too big of a thing about, if you would observe that, oh, okay, he was trying to talk with her and she's shaking her head no, and he let her go on without further ado, and he didn't have no attitude. He didn't look angry. He didn't look frustrated. He just took it. He was just being kind.
And understand this, brothers.
Hmm.
Real men, strong men, don't get emotional with women. Real men understand the nature of women is to be emotional, and that those emotions come with attitudes. Okay, this is part of what makes a woman a woman. You don't match a woman's emotions with emotions. If you're doing that, then you're not being a man. So don't listen to these losers out here to tell you that you should get into a woman's face and argue with her and try to argue her down. That's not the way you do it. That's not the way you do it. But first of all, that's not going to get you any women, especially with other women to watch it. You can pretty much, you're going to get blackballed like that.
Hmm.
You doing that type of stuff, other women see that, I guarantee, yo, you're getting blackballed.
Yeah.
Women talk, even if they ain't friends, they will talk to each other. Okay, you will get blackballed before you, but by the time you get out of that place and get in your car, almost every woman in that vicinity know that you ain't shit.
Hmm. Shooks, you ain't gonna even see us talk to each other. You're gonna see us look at each other, then look at
Yeah.
him, and we'll communicate a whole
Mm-hmm.
conversation with just those,
Right.
just that look.
Right. So forget about what these losers are talking about. Okay. You're only concerned with what women are doing. Stop listening to these losers who don't have any women. I'm telling you how to win. Gentlemen win. And you need to understand and study the nature of women and stop reading these stupid Mac books that's going to turn you into a homosexual. Study women, talk to women, ask women certain questions, learn their ways, learn their natures. This is what's going to help you crack the code. And so you can start winning and stop losing. Calling a woman out of her name is an absolute loss. That's not the way you deal with women. I tell you guys, one of the best ways to deal with women, even if you don't know her, is deal with her with kindness and love. Something wrong with showing a woman you don't know love. Love doesn't mean that you got to run up to her and kiss her on the damn lips. Love is if she falls and twists her ankle because her heel broke, go to her, ask her if she's all right, call an ambulance, pick her up, sit her on the chair, take a look at her ankle, all right? Make sure an ambulance is coming, all right? That's love. That's genuine concern. That's love.
Mm-hmm.
Show her some love. You don't have to know her. See, when you do things like that, you put out positive energy amongst women. Women are going to talk. They're going to take your kind deeds and tell them to other women. All right, because women are watching you. Oh man, you know that man? Is that her man? Oh no, he was just a stranger that just helped. Oh, okay, that's great. Now they're talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
And the next time you come back there, they're going to have a good impression of you in their mind. Oh yeah, that's the man right there that helped that woman. Is oh okay, wow, he's good looking. Yeah, I wonder if he's single. You win. They start talking like that, you win like Flynn.
Sure. Don't be surprised if they use that incident as an excuse to talk to you. They might do
Exactly.
it slyly, like, "Is your wife okay?" Oh no, she's not my wife. I was just helping her. Oh,
Right.
okay. Well,
And
that's very
y'all,
nice.
yeah, y'all, they do that the first thing they give it to. Oh, excuse me, was that your wife you was helping the other day? They find out real quick if you married. You know what I'm saying? They ask you the wife question right off the bat. Was that your wife? Is your wife okay? Oh no, that's not my wife. That was just a lady. I was just in the vicinity helping. Now, don't ham it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, be realistic. No, no, that wasn't my wife. That was just a lady that I helped. She fell, and I just did what I could to help. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be on some. Don't be on some. Well, yeah, I do that. I tend to swoop in and help ladies when they fall, and I tend to just do it like that because I'm just that kind of guy. Don't start talking stupid like that.
No,
Just be humble, be
mm-hmm.
modest, and put the cherry on top. Well, I was glad I was there to help. That's the cherry on top. Okay? I'm glad I was there to help. Okay, now forget about what dudes don't like and man, those are losers. You want to win, understand what I'm telling you and learn the nature of women and understand the nature of women and you will start winning. Then take over for 1 second. I gotta get off for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Dame talk to you about what she heard. Dame, try to go over because some of the new people came in. So try to go over some of the things I talked about. Okay, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, shucks, I must have froze over. Okay, y'all. Give me just 1 second. It looked like I had froze. I thought nobody was in. I mean, no, that nobody was talking. Okay, so, uh, so we was explaining. Okay, Max was saying, look, stop listening to them dudes. Don't worry about them calling you a simp and stuff like that. You don't want their opinion anyhow. No dudes, especially they got no women, and more likely they don't. And we went into a discussion of uh of chivalry with a price tag. And Max, Max was giving an example. Okay, if the if you holding the door open for a woman and you wanted to strike a conversation with her, but she wasn't interested, just wanted to get through the door and do what she got to do. And his advice was, you just let her go. You know, either it just was not the right time. There'd be another opportunity, or there's other women who out there, but don't do it because you're expecting anything. Um, yeah, he's explaining that there are some guys that use chivalry as a starting point for a conversation, and he was saying how, yeah, but don't push it. Be patient. You're bound to see her again if either the woman either works there or she frequents that particular store or something frequently, and there'll be other opportunities. And he gave an example of somebody uh, break breaking a heel on their shoes and end up twisting the ankle, and you go in and check on it, you show genuine concern, and that's the part of chivalry, a genuine of feelings, of concern. And he explained how, you know, don't go, like if you see her again, don't go in there explaining who you are. A lot of guys mess themselves up, thinking the woman don't remember him, and they go explain it, and it comes off looking like that you want something, and you're gonna be in shock if she gives you $5 because she's thinking you want some kind of payment. Yeah, or you end up with $20 and then you just lost it. There's no coming back from that. If once she gets it in her head that that's what you want, that you want some type of payment, or you only did it for some type of payment. So don't waste time explaining. Now, if there's an incident where she twists the ankle, then you'd be like, hey, how you doing? You know, I was seeing how you was doing. Is your ankle okay and stuff like that? Did you make it to the hospital okay? Something like that. But you don't go into all the details of it. She'll remember you. Hmm. And let's see. And he gave you possible ways that you could use that as a conversation piece. And his emphasis is that you got to be patient. You know, patient. Um, and talking to the woman, and how to approach it, and being patient. Or sometimes that ain't the woman. You know, you don't go into it thinking she's the last woman on the earth. You know, there are other women, and if you're courteous and nice and chivalrous, other women in the area will be watching. They'll pick up that. So you always want to be, have your gentleman on, because it's not just to the woman that you have an interest in. It's to all the women who's there. You know, and don't think women don't talk. Uh, like we went back to the example of the woman with the broken ankle. Okay, maybe she ain't the one, but she's gonna be talking about you to somebody, and if not, the women in the area are gonna be observing how you do, how you reacted, what you did. In fact, if they show an interest, they might use that as an excuse to say, so was that your was how's your wife doing? Is your wife okay? You know, and that be her way of trying to feel out if you married or has an interest. And yeah, and don't think women don't be talking with each other. And I explained that, shoot, sometimes we don't even have to open our mouth. We could be total stranger. We see a situation and the guy is coming off a wrong way. We'll look at each other and raise up our eyes and have a whole conversation with just our eye movements and our observation of on the situation, and you already made a bad, or you made a good. Well, in this case, was using a bad expression, and so we was recapping with that. Yeah. So okay, my thing is, okay, if you're gonna be gentleman chivalrous, don't go in there expecting something. You're doing it as courtesy. At the least. So if you hold open the door and she goes through, you might get a thank you. You might not. Most women either expect it. Some women might expect it that yeah, you do, and some women know what it is and will thank you. But that's it. That's it. That's all they're gonna do. They're not trying to do anything. All right, then you let it go. But if you catch an attitude, like say she goes through the door, she didn't say thank you. You catch an attitude, what? I'm not gonna get a thank you. Okay, you just sealed your coffin right there. You can forget it, because then that means you signaling that you want something. You didn't do it just to be courteous or just to help out. You did it with some kind of expectation, even if it's a thank you. It's either she's gonna give the thank you willingly or she's not. You either gonna hold the door open just to be courteous, or you holding it open to get some acknowledgement or thank you for what you do. I know it's bad, but you get a more positive response if you go in there having no expectation. You open the door because you want to be kind and open the door for her, or or it's a gentleman thing to do, or you see that her hands is full, or that she's occupied, and you letting her go on through and you open the door and you say thank you.
I am back. Can you hear me?
Oh shoot! Don't tell me I was mute the entire time. Okay. All right, everybody. Was I mute the entire time? Okay. Shooks. I hate when stuff like that happen. Okay. So what I was saying, uh, uh, okay, what I was saying was that gentlemen, when you do courteous and gentlemanly things, don't do it with an expectation of anything. Not a thank you, not a you doing it to be gentleman, to be courteous, to help out. Sometimes you will get a thank you. Sometimes you will get a thank you, but but sometimes you won't. Either she's in a hurry, she's exhausted, a whole bunch of reasons, or she's just she's one of the women that she expect that type of treatment. You never know. But the way you respond to what she does or does not do will either lift you up in the eyes of the women who happen to see or bury you. So
Yeah,
if she,
because
Mhm.
brothers, women want to see strong, manly, masculine behavior because they're women. They are attracted to strong, manly men because strong, manly men can protect them. They can lay into their arms when they feel weak and emotional. They are attracted to strong, manly men. So when you exhibit patience, that's strength. When you're not getting emotional, that's strength. So you want to make sure that you have these attributes on display at all times when you're around women because they are attracted to that.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see, like, you can have a bunch of dudes, right? About three or four, about five dudes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And women are watching all five of them dudes. And
Mm-hmm.
four of them dudes are all animated, emotional, talking loud, being flared up or whatever. But there's one dude in that crowd that's quiet,
Mm-hmm.
and he's maintaining calmness and stillness. And he's not flamboyant like the rest of them. He's not loud or whatever. The women are watching him.
Mm-hmm.
They're interested in him. They're not looking for some dudes who are flamboyant, snapping their fingers, shaking their head. They're not looking for that. That quiet dude, they're curious about him
Mm-hmm.
because he's not loud like the rest of them. He seems to be quiet. He's very quiet. They're interested.
Yeah.
See, whenever you show some kind of silence or strength or whatever, women associate silent men with strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this so they probably think that that quiet dude is a strong dude. Now they don't know that yet,
Mm-hmm.
but he's exhibiting an attribute that they associate with strength, right? The rest of
Right.
them dudes are all loud and talking about say, yeah, man, loud as fuck. They're not interested in that because they got girlfriends for that. Okay? They're loud with their girlfriends. They don't want to be around a bunch of dudes that are loud like girls. See, that's another thing too, right? When you out there acting like that, women perceive that as feminine behavior. Okay? The only time men should be loud in a group like that is when they're playing football or basketball, or they just got finished accomplishing something like building something or whatever, and then they high fiving each other, drinking a beer, talking shit. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And even that's done in a manly manner. But when you got motherfuckers wearing bright red jackets, shorts with creases in them, knickerbocker sneakers, and plaid socks that you see them old white dudes wear on a golf course, and then gyrating their hips, swinging talking loud. They're like, yeah, man, man, that's feminine behavior.
Mm-hmm.
They're not interested in that. You can't listen. If you exhibit any kind of behavior that women can attach to other women, they're not going to be interested unless they're gay. Okay? Men do
Yeah.
that. Men don't, gyrate their hips, their head and, try to be noticed. They don't do that. That's something women do. So you exhibit any kind of behavior that they can attach to a female, man, they're not going to be turned on by that. They're not going to be attracted to that. Yeah,
Not to mention, some of us are kind of curious. So the quieter guy, that means we know even less of him. The dudes that's all loud, they pretty much telling on themselves, and then we doubt if most of what they saying is true because they bragging. But the quiet guy, he ain't saying anything. Uh, More often than not, they'll demonstrate what they can and can't do. But usually it'll pull towards the curiosity, so us curious to find out
right. He's the one they
more about them.
right. He's the one that they're interested in. They're talking about him. I wonder what he's like. He ain't said nothing. Why he's so quiet? You don't Drew. He's got their interest, and then the other dudes think that they're interested in him. They're not interested in y'all. They want to know what the silent dude is all about. They want to know what he's about.
Yeah. Most they might happen is, what's up with your friend over there? Why he's so quiet?
Exactly. Exactly. A lot of you brothers don't even realize that y'all just got played out when they ask you that. When they ask you that, they'll let you know that they have no interest in you. No interest. You done blew it. You done blew it. That's why you don't get into all of this gyrating, all of this outward emotional behavior. You maintain your stance as a man, silent, strong, motionless. Sit down, fold your arms, look around, maintain your patience. Don't get out here, getting to the floor acting like the Prancer elite. And don't
Or
join those stepping crews either.
yeah. And if you're bragging on yourself too much, uh, you putting doubt on what you're bragging about. Like, okay, if he's all that, why he gotta say it? Should not just see it, or shouldn't other people be telling me? But no, he's telling me. So that puts doubt onto what you're bragging about. So that just makes her more inclined to watch the choir do and see what his actions are. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, hmm, okay, you digitizing, Max. Okay, everybody. We're having a little technical difficulties. All right. I think that's it for Gent Culture. For this episode. So I think we should just go ahead and wrap it up until the next time we meet for Gent Culture. All right, everybody. Peace, power, and unity. Let's go out with some music.